With interest rates as low as they are, you might be tossing around the idea of purchasing a home. So let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons of homeownership. Hi, I'm Denise Hunton, broker associate with Exit Real Estate Gallery. Let's talk about some of the pros first. Number 1, building equity builds wealth. Research from the experts at Home Price Expectation Survey believe that we are going to continue to see an average of approximately a 3% increase in appreciation through 2023. Using those estimates, that means that a $200,000 home purchase today will have approximately $18,000 in equity in 3 years. Number 2, tax advantages on mortgaged homes. You should, of course, speak to your tax accountant about specifics, but in most cases, the IRS considers mortgage interest to be tax deductible. This can sometimes lead to significant savings. Number 3, your monthly mortgage payment could be less than rent. To determine this, you would look at the rent versus buy ratio in a given area. Typically, ratios under 20% indicate that it might be more financially advantageous to buy versus rent. And according to the research experts at smartasset.com, the rent versus buy ratio in Northeast Florida is approximately 15%. Number 4, monthly mortgage payments are typically more stable, especially if you have a loan with a fixed interest rate, whereas landlords are notorious for increasing rent amounts at the time of lease renewal. Number 5, you'll feel more secure. You don't have to worry about your landlord deciding to sell the property and forcing you to move. If it's your home, you pay, you stay. I could go on and on about the advantages of homeownership, but let's be honest, it can't be all rainbows and sunshine, right? So let's talk about some of the cons. Number 1, you need to plan for maintenance costs. When the AC conks out or the dishwasher suddenly starts leaking, you can no longer call your landlord for the repairs. It's going to be your responsibility and your dollar. So it's best to have a bit of a slush fund to prepare for a rainy day. Number 2, it can tie up your cash. Selling a house may not be possible during the first few years of ownership. Moving is more difficult and complicated, and you may not have as much flexibility choosing a new job location. Number 3, your home can fluctuate in value. Despite expert predictions, there's no guarantee that your home will increase in value. In fact, it could decrease, which might not be such a problem if you plan on being there long term, but should you find yourself in a situation where you have to sell, then you could find yourself in a financial hardship. So there are just a few of the overall pros and cons. It's always best to seek the services of an experienced and trustworthy professional that is knowledgeable about the current market and can help assess your unique situation to determine if home ownership is in your best interest. I hope this information was helpful. If you would like more information about this subject matter or have any other real estate questions or needs, please feel free to reach out to me, Denise Hunton with Exit Real Estate Gallery, where the focus is on building relationships, one home at a time.